It's very bright. It's the first sun we've had in Cuba since we've been here. Can you see the t-shirt a little bit?
Really. I can't, but
Marty might.
I can move back if you want.
So,
How do you change the aperture?
So Giles, why are you squinting?
it's the first sun we've had in Cuba, and we've gone to the rooftop of where we're staying to film an interview about why I'm on the busking project. And I'm a very white person, and I don't have eyebrows. I have eyebrows, but they're very blonde, and that
Gotcha.
dust them up, block the sun as they should. Or eyelashes. Does it piss me off that I'm leaving Cuba?
When it's sunny.
It does piss me off that I'm leaving Cuba, especially because you guys are going to, well, a lunch with some fantastic neighbours of ours, and also because you're going to a drumming festival this evening, and that you might even get to a beach tomorrow with some sun.
Nice.
When I've spent 6 days, 7 days in the rain. It's okay. Not upset. I first heard about the busking project through Tito, who is a street performer who I've been filming in Chile for the past year, following him round, and he sent me a link with your website, and I had a look and thought it sounded fun, and it sounded like something that I linked it to what I was doing back in Chile, and sent an email, and then I also, by chance, in Mexico, stumbled across Marty's couchsurfing post and thought, well, looks like their itinerary through South America is similar to what I'm doing this year, and I'd like to do something interesting. So I sent an email, and here I am. I sent you a CV.
And it,
Put a few lies on there, made it look better than it actually is. And I have to remind Nick why I'm needed on the busking project through Latin America. Okay, so I think the greatest help in this journey, or this part of the leg of the busking project, will be translating. It's why I speak Spanish, so that's going to help out a lot. It might also get us into a bit of trouble, but that's understandable. I also have a camera. I'm going to be shooting alongside you guys, and also shooting a lot of meta shots, shooting a lot of the busking project core team doing what they do, and trying to catch, I guess, a documentary view of how they're travelling and how they're doing their job. The way we've been doing it so far is that Marty will stand next to the camera, I'll stand next to her. She will ask our interviewee some questions, and I will translate them to Spanish. If the interviewee doesn't speak English or doesn't understand English, I will do the translation, and they can speak back to me or Marty, and I can follow that. Or I can even translate and ask questions where needed. The point of the busking project is to find out more about how street performers live their lives, why they are street performing, the reasons behind what they're doing, whether it's legal or illegal or not in their country, whether it is something they have chanced upon or something they see as a future job or a business, or if it's an artistic thing they'd like to do, or there's a million reasons why we're interviewing people. And I guess what comes out of a good interview is them mostly ranting on about what they like, and I get to stand back and listen, and sometimes get a question or two in there.
cool.
There's lots of things that we get out of interviews. I'm having a lot of fun. I wouldn't be here if I wasn't having fun. I think the busking project is combining all the things I love in the world, which is travel, freaky people, team environment, art. We're also, we're traveling with a purpose, which is great. We're staying with local families, we're staying with Cubans, we're staying with Colombians, we're staying with Mexicans. We're seeing places, but for the right reasons. We're learning a lot, and I'm also learning about film and audiovisual, which is what I want to do on this trip as well, because I can't really afford to go to film school like any of us, I don't think. And so on this trip, it's been great will be great as well to learn about my camera, to learn a lot more from the guys who have been doing this for 7 months, which is Nick, Chris and Bell, and from Marty, who's comes from a different angle as well, so she's got a good team to learn from. Am I building a career?
Build a family.
You're trying to build a family. Yeah, I guess I am. Well, a career in a sense that I'm building skills that will help me out for a career one day. A career. I don't think I'll ever have a career. One of my main jobs, I think, will be working in audiovisual, which I love. Seeing street performers as well is interesting. It really, I really think there's something in that as well. I'd like to follow maybe one day. Maybe in this end of this trip I'll end up on the street performing. That we'll see what happens.
Cool.
But yeah, it's definitely building skills that I need for later on for sure.
Cool.
Are important. Absolutely. I think there is so much unused space, so many blocks of concrete, so many unused streets, so many unused parks that only take one person or a group of people to animate. And you turn a dead space into a magical place. You turn a bunch of steps into a theatre. You turn a piece of park into a playground. You turn a traffic light into entertainment. It's really, I think, the last year filming with Tito has totally changed my perception of public space. And how these places have been designed is very stupid all the time, but how artists interact with their environment is incredible. They can turn dead into life, if that doesn't really make sense, because they can turn something which has nothing into a beautiful place that many people can enjoy. And we should promote that, and we should definitely have more of that in the world, hopefully, and that's what we're trying to do here, I think. No comment. Having some more money would allow me to finish this journey. I mean, we're in the first leg here in Cuba of the Latin American leg, and I would love to be there all the way through, Mexico, Cuba, Peru, Bolivia, Chile, Argentina, and Brazil. I reckon I could probably just make it to Peru or Bolivia on what I have at the moment. To get through Chile, Argentina, and Brazil, I would definitely need some outside funds, and hence the possible site which I'm trying to raise a bit of arts money on, and that was actually sent to me from Tito, who has used that same site to fund his trips to Colombia, to street performances in Medellin, Manizales, places like that. So, like you say, like we're on this team, we are a bunch of artists who are documenting artists. We live a very similar life to our buskers. We're not paid. We don't have an income. One day we might have an income through the film. It's a bit like that. We are staying with people. We are staying for free with people sometimes. We're sometimes paying for accommodation. We live a very similar life to that of a busker, and I think that's important to add in this.
Where have you been sleeping for the last 6 days?
In a bed with you, Nick. And then on the floor last night. It's good. It's good. I like it.
It's good for your back, right?
It's good for my back. But yeah, it's mainly paying for plane tickets and visas. I'm not too worried about sleeping on floors. But yeah, plane tickets usually cost money.
I'd just like to add that I think we'd be pretty fucked if Giles wasn't with us in South America, because he's been invaluable.
Awesome.
Speaking Spanish and camera work.
Any more questions, Marty? Have you got something? While I squint into the sun? No.
Perfect.
Pretty good then, I reckon.
How can you end